Good afternoon. This is Kids Science News Network. This just in. The Public Health Department in Pughesville is issuing a warning today. Some residents are reporting a really bad stink in the air. Reporter I Am Listening is on the scene with this live report.
No one knows the source of the smell. With me right now is resident PU. What did you notice?
I just smelled this really foul odor, and I don't know where it's coming from, but I really can't tell because I smell so beautiful. But yuck!
Okay, thank you, PU. That's about all the information we have from here. Now back to you.
The present questions include, what's causing all this stink? And how is this going to impact us? Please call us within the week. We need your help. If you solve this problem, we will feature you on our cover story. This is KSNN. We have crews on the scene in Pughesville. On this Tuesday afternoon, the stink appears to be gone, and no one has reported getting sick from it. We just received word that a group of young detectives are trying to solve this mystery. If you want to help them, check out our website. This is KSNN. An update this Wednesday afternoon. The stink is back in the town of Pughesville, and now some Exville residents are reporting a different smell. Hopefully the treehouse detectives are still working on the case. Good afternoon. This Thursday, we have an update on the stink. Now some residents in Big City are reporting they're smelling something really bad. It appears this mysterious smell is moving in a different direction. This wind's not helping the situation. Today it's blowing from the west. This is a KSNN weather update. After the strong westerly winds we had yesterday, it appears that the wind has shifted back from the north today. Looking ahead to the weekend, expect sunny skies. An alert for Exville today. It appears to be the only city under stink siege. We have some breaking news to report this Saturday afternoon. Our treehouse detectives found the stink. So what is the source of the smell? So how did you figure it out? So you asked a lot of questions. Then what? But you didn't give up, huh? I think so. Yeah, I got it. Again, congratulations for helping us clear the air. Management at the new candy factory told us they didn't know they were causing all the stink. They say they're taking care of the problem. On Tuesday, you didn't smell the stink because the factory closed down for some work. That's all from KSNN. Welcome to Kids Science News Network's morning show. Get out of bed! You're going to be late! I'm Ted Toon. This morning's top KSNN story, red skies, warning or delight? We go now to I Am Listening with a live report.
Thanks, Ted. I'm here with Captain Mac Arell of the cargo ship Dawn's Early Light. Now, Captain, the saying goes, red skies at night, sailor's delight. Red skies in morning, sailor take warning. Are you delighted or worried?
I just don't know. It's supposed to be one or the other. I'm so confused.
Well, Ted, it looks like we may never know. Back to you.
Thanks for that illuminating report, I Am. So far, no one has been able to explain the mystery of the red skies over the area. Stay tuned to KSNN for more information. I'm Ted Toon with this KSNN special report. Mount Luminous, the active volcano on the western Pacific island of Fugu-Puku, has erupted yet again just this morning. We flew our reporter, I Am, listening to the scene, and she brings us this live report. I Am?
Thanks, Ted. Mount Luminous is really blowing its top.
I Am. Can you tell if there are rivers of gushing red-hot lava or giant flaming boulders crashing down from out of the sky?
I can't see a darn thing. We're out of here.
Well, there you have it. I'm Ted Toon saying that's all there is for today. Join us tomorrow when we'll be sending I Am Listening out to find a really good volcano with lava and flaming boulders and stuff. Good afternoon. I'm Ted Toon. Today's top story, barking dogs are keeping our city's residents awake. Reports began to come in between 10 p.m. and midnight last night. Our on-the-scene reporter, I Am Listening, is live with this report.
Thanks, Ted. As you well know, dogs will bark at just about anything, and they were certainly barking last night. But no one here seems to know exactly why. Some residents speculated that a cat or a prowler may have caused the dogs to bark, or it could have been something as simple as the wind. We may never know. I Am Listening, KSNN News on the Scene.
Thanks, I Am, for that live report. Authorities are pleading with local residents to bring their dogs in tonight so that everyone can get some sleep. I'm Ted Toon, and that's all the news. We interrupt this broadcast for a special Kids Science News Network bulletin. We go now live to reporter I Am Listening.
Thanks, Ted. There's nothing new to report on the barking dog dilemma. The mystery has not been solved. I repeat, the mystery has not been solved. Many people continue to suffer from lack of sleep as the dogs continue to bark between 10 p.m. and midnight every night. I Am Listening. KSNN News. Back to you, Ted.
Thanks for that informative report, I Am. What? This just in, GumSonic, manufacturer of the most popular electric toothbrushes on the market, announced today that there may be problems with their newest model, the GumSonic Turbo. GumSonic stressed that there is no threat to the general population and more studies are being conducted. More after this. Good morning. I'm Ted Toon with the Kids Science News Network News. The mystery of the barking dogs continues to confuse authorities. More dogs were heard barking last night, and even more people were kept awake between 10 p.m. and midnight. We urge you to please bring in those dogs so that those of us who have to get up in the morning can get some sleep. And in consumer news, the GumSonic Company, makers of the GumSonic Turbo, issued an official product recall today. Anyone who bought the GumSonic Turbo model electric toothbrush is urged to return it to the GumSonic Company for a full refund. And that's all the news. I'm a well-rested Ted Toon with this special report. Kids Science News Network has learned that bringing the barking dogs inside your house will only make the barking worse. Whatever is making the dogs bark is definitely inside the houses of the residents of the city. Not that I have to worry about it anymore. More after this. For a further report on the GumSonic product recall, we go live to KSNN on-the-scene reporter I Am Listening.
Thanks, Ted. GumSonic issued a product recall.
Go ahead, I Am.
Ted, I already started.
Can she hear me?
Ted!
Oh, sorry, I Am. Please, go ahead.
As I was saying, Ted, GumSonic issued a product recall for defective GumSonic Turbo model electric toothbrushes just days ago. However, they have been unable to contact their best salesman, Mr. Big T. Mr. Big T is currently selling the toothbrushes during a week-long GumSonic door-to-door sales campaign. If you happen to see Mr. T, please call...
Thanks, I Am. That was reporter I Am Listening on the scene.
I wasn't finished.
We'll be back after a message from... And in science news, today marks the first day of the annual Invention Innovation Convention. Our reporter I Am Listening is down at the Thomas Edison Center with this report.
Thanks, Ted. Kids from across the country are gathering here to showcase their latest and greatest inventions, each one hoping to win the coveted Kid Genius Award. Kids Science News Network will be bringing you live, up-to-the-minute coverage of this historic event. Back to you, Ted.
I wish someone would invent a device that holds scalding hot coffee. Ow! What an amazing invention! This is Ted Toon saying good night from KSNN.
Good afternoon. I Am Listening, reporting live for Kids Science News Network with this breaking news. I'm here at the Invention Innovation Convention with last year's winner, Isaac N. Vention. Mr. Vention, you... Wow, that's one volcano that's out of the running. Now, Mr. Vention, you won last year's competition with a nuclear-powered electric toothbrush, and you've got an even bigger and better invention for us this year. Tell me, with so many great inventions in the competition this year, do the Treehouse Detectives have any hope of winning?
No, Miss Listening, not a chance. If you'll excuse me.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Treehouse Detectives have a long way to go if they're going to have any hope of winning the Kid Genius Award. From the Invention Innovation...
This is Kids Science News Network, and I'm Ted Toon. Aviation enthusiasts are all aflutter today with the announcement of the $10 million X Prize. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you can design a reusable aircraft capable of taking 3 tourists into space, the $10 million is yours. Wow, I could buy a lot of air freshener with $10 million bucks. Oh, sorry. A little closer to home, the annual Extraordinary Airplane Contest is set to get underway next week. we have a live report from I Am Listening.
Ted, I'm here at the site of this year's contest. Only days from now, teams from all over the area will compete to see which airplane can fly the farthest. The twist is that each plane must be made completely out of egg cartons. We'll have to wait and see exactly how each team solves the problems of flight. Can an airplane made out of egg cartons really fly? Will the Treehouse Detectives place dead last again this year? We may never know. Back to you, Ted.
And in local news, the Extraordinary Airplane Contest is shaping up to be a real nail-biter this year. Several teams are on the field testing their designs, and we have a live report from I Am Listening. I Am?
Ted, history has shown us that aviation science often advances rapidly due to competitions and contests, not unlike this one. Teams from all over the country are converging here at Flying Ace Field to see if their designs will take home the big prize. One team from somewhere in Virginia has constructed a full-scale jetliner out of nothing but egg cartons. We'll see if... It looks like they've got a few bugs to work out, Ted. From Flying Ace Field, I am listening.
Good afternoon, I'm Ted Toon with this KSNN Special Bulletin. Kids Science News Network has learned that the Treehouse Detectives may have an edge in this year's Extraordinary Airplane Contest. Our reporter, I Am Listening, is standing by.
Thanks, Ted. I'm here in this airplane to show the viewers what the Treehouse Detectives have learned that might give them a win in this year's contest. We have learned that the detectives now know about thrust, lift, drag, and gravity. Back to you.
Thanks, I Am, for that exquisite report. Stay tuned to KSNN to see if the Treehouse Detectives can solve the mystery of flight and win the Extraordinary Contest. Thanks, I Am, and tell those kids to watch out because I'm already working on my plane for next year. I'm Ted Toon saying so long from KSNN. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ted Toon. Our top story, Kids Science News Network is getting a facelift. The next time you see me, I'll be in the new and improved KSNN studio. Yeah, okay, let's get him out of here. Hey, stop that. Cut it out. Put me down.
I'm with Patio Furniture, the studio construction supervisor. Patty, what can you tell us about the redesign?
We're taking out all of the old stuff and replacing it with new stuff, I Am. We're going totally techno here. We'll have the digital interactive weatherboard over there, the remote satellite. Hey, watch it with that new skunk. Sports super slow motion system over here. And the new, careful with that dynamite, hyperspeed wire service feeds in that corner.
Well, things are certainly changing around here. Be sure to join Patty and the KSNN news crew to learn more about our jobs and why we love them at the upcoming Career Day. Until next time, I Am Listening for KSNN. I Am Listening live from my dressing room. During the construction, I'll be filing a series of special reports about how I personally redesign and overhaul my own dressing room. And I'm thinking, if this is as easy as it looks, I may just change careers.
This isn't funny anymore. Get me down.
Until next time, I Am Listening for KSNN.
I am ToonBot 3000. Welcome to the news. Top story, Career Day. We go live to I Am Listening.
Thanks, ToonBot. Well, folks, I discovered that I am no expert on renovations or construction, and I will not be changing careers. If you want to talk to some real experts and learn about some great career fields, come down to Career Day tomorrow. Back to you, ToonBot.
Thanks. Hi, folks. One last little renovation to take care of. I'm Ted Toon with KSNN.
That's right.
I'm Ted Toon with this Kids Science News Network special report. Strange vibrations in the area have local residents concerned. We've sent our reporter, the usually unshakable I Am Listening, outside to look around. I Am?
Well, Ted, I'm outside. I don't see anything.
Well, I am. Don't get shaken up. Why don't you look around a little?
Mostly because it's starting to rain, Ted. I'm coming back in.
I am? I am. And she calls herself an investigative journalist. Anyway, that was I Am Listening with a live... Wow! This just in. The Treehouse detectives have raised this question. Were there any explosions that could account for the vibrations detected yesterday around noon? For the answer, we go to I Am Listening on the scene.
Ted, we're here at the site of the new Mega Bulk Mart. Yesterday at exactly 12 noon, the original This Little Piggy barbecue restaurant was demolished to make way for construction. We have this exclusive videotape sent to us by Mr. Flange Lugnut. There you have it, folks. The tremors felt yesterday were simply gigantic explosions. Nothing to worry about. Back to you, Ted.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing to investigate the recent tremors. It seems that the quakes felt by our viewers may have had different sources. For more, we go live to I Am Listening.
Ted, I'm here with esteemed scientist Dr. Liz Ard. Dr. Ard, what can you tell us about the events of yesterday?
Well, I am. We have received vibration reports from cities all along the East Coast. Many people also saw a fireball, which we now believe was a meteor entering Earth's atmosphere. Our tracking cameras were able to record this image before the meteor flew out of sight.
Amazing! Thank you, Doctor. Back to you, Ted.
Well, folks, those vibrations were merely giant explosions and huge meteors falling from space. Nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. Mommy? Good morning, I'm Ted Toon. It's cold and flu season once again. For a live report, we go live to I Am Listening, who's live at the Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta. Sorry, folks, Ted Toon again. Apparently I Am has come down with the case of microphone flu. But don't worry, the CDC tells me that the microphone flu only affects, animated news reporters? Uh-oh. Good morning, I'm Ted Toon. It seems that the microphone flu has caught up with this reporter. The CDC recommends that to keep from getting sick, be sure to stay away from sick people and wash your hands often. And if you are sick, please cover your mouth when you cough. I'm Ted Toon. Good morning, this is Wally Blubber for KSNN. And Ted Toon is sick as a dog. Hey! The doctor says that Ted will be fine in a few days. The microphone flu is a virus, and it just has to run its course, letting the white blood cells do their job. To make sure you don't get sick, be sure to eat right, exercise, and get plenty of rest. Right, Ted? And it might be a good idea to stay away from contaminated microphones. Uh-oh. Good morning, I'm Ted Toon with Kids Science News Network. Our travel correspondent, I Am Listening, is filing a live report from the Royal Solar System space cruise ship, the Solar Princess. I am...
Ted, this will be the vacation of a lifetime. The ship is magnificent and has everything you could want.
But I don't see any furniture, I am. Where do you sit down?
Oh, Ted, get with the program. We'll be in zero gravity, so there won't be any down to sit. Besides, all of the furniture is stowed in the walls and deploys for use.
Sounds great, I am.
And what's more, you can have water balloon fights without the balloon. In zero-G, water makes a natural sphere. Watch!
Way to go, I am. Maybe you should hold off on that water fight until you actually get into space. Well, that's all for now. I'm Ted Toon for KSNN. I Am Listening is on her space cruise and files this live report from space. I am...
Ted, we've begun our 3-hour tour to Neptune. Soon we'll be swimming and windsurfing on a whole new planet.
I am? The surface of Neptune is about minus 200 degrees Celsius and is made of frozen methane and ammonia. If you go swimming, you won't be going very fast. But if you go windsurfing, you'll be going very fast. Winds on Neptune have been clocked at 2,000 miles per hour.
What? not what the brochure says.
And unless you have a plasma drive, it takes about 15 years to get there.
15 years? Well, it's a good thing they have an all-you-can-eat buffet. I'm headed for lunch, Ted.
Speaking of plasma drives, NASA astronaut Franklin Chang Diaz is working on just such a propulsion system. Plasma drives will replace today's chemical fuel rockets and make space travel faster than ever.
This is Ted Toon. We are receiving a lot of calls about shoes on the beach, and they're covered with oily globs. I Am Listening is reporting live from the oceanfront.
Ted, shoes are washing up everywhere here on the beach, but we think we know the source. A ship that just docked in the harbor reports losing a container off the coast of Virginia in a storm a few days ago.
Isn't it unusual to lose a container?
Apparently not. Over 10,000 containers the size of semi-trailers are lost worldwide each year.
Have there been any reports of oil spills?
No, Ted, we have no reports of any spills.
If you have any leads about where the oil might have come from, please contact KSNN.
I Am Listening here, bringing you this report live from Virginia Beach. Recently, I reported that a container of shoes fell overboard near the coastline. I would now like to retract that report because we have new information which reveals that the container actually held rubber ducks. I apologize for the misinformation and for jumping to conclusions.
There's breaking news in the oil glob mystery. I Am Listening is reporting from Florida.
Ted, we now have reports that oil globs and tar balls have washed up all along the East Coast. It looks like it's all coming from here in the Gulf of Mexico.
That's a pretty big place. How did they find the location of the seepage?
Satellites did the trick.
What? Did you say something about lights?
No, Ted. NASA satellites revealed the presence of this seepage.
Oh yes, of course. NASA is always on the job.